Back in the car. Think y'all know what that means. Y'all know what time it is when I'm in the car. Y'all know it. Y'all know what's about to happen when I sit in the car, man. It's another one of those. Buckle up. It's about to get real. Not that real. It's rather tamed, actually. Anyway, so guess we should go ahead and, first of all, how y'all doing? How you doing today? All right, hope y'all doing good. I'm doing good. I'm doing damn good, actually. You see, like I said, I'm back in the car, but not the same car. New car. In Hawaii. I'm not in Korea anymore. I'm in a new car in Hawaii, sitting in my garage. Things have changed. I could close the garage. I'm not gonna close it. Y'all don't want to see that. But yeah, things have changed, man. And all I had to do was pray, keep the faith.
The lie. There you go. There's it. I'm telling you.
Okay, so obviously that's not true. I had to get off my ass, bro. I had to stop wishing and I had to start doing shit. And then shit happened. That's how that worked. So for the first 28 years of my life, yeah, I finally got the math right. Quick maths. To my life. 2018, man, like I was still in the faith, still depressed as hell, and still stuck wishing and waiting. And then things happen. I don't want to make it seem as if like everything good just happened because I'm an atheist, or I'm an atheist because my life is better now. See, the devil gave it to him. Shut up, dummy. Anyway, it has nothing to do with my atheism other than being a byproduct, if you ask me. Like when I realized that, yeah, you're alone. Well, not alone. I have a wife and a son. Thank you. Well, when I realized nobody was coming to save me, that's a better one. I should, yeah. Keep that. Cut the rest. When I realized nobody was coming to save me, that's when things really changed for me. I stopped waiting. I stopped wishing. I started doing. And I started getting. Bar. Did you hear it? It rhymed. I stopped waiting. I stopped wishing. I started doing. I started getting. Bar. Boy, I thought he's. I'm gonna come in. Just go do shit. So you was just gonna do it without me, ain't you? Why you didn't tell me we was doing part 2? We. Nigga. Huh? We ain't doing nothing. You had me. Ooh. You weren't supposed to be in the first one. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Part 2, up in that thing. Yeah. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is. Also, look, check this out. I don't like the name Blatant Christian. I mean, like, if I'm gonna be part of this brand, you're not. If I'm gonna be part of this brand, let's get the brand strong. Let's do BB versus BB. Blatant Believer. Can I finish, bro? Can I please? We're not doing this again. We're not doing this again. Can I want to get through the thing. Y'all want to know why I'm an atheist? Boom! Story time. By all means. All right. I hate you. Anyway, so as I was saying in my previous video, and prior to being interrupted again, my I guess deconversion. I guess it began with me trying to get closer to God. Believe it or not, that's like, well, I don't want to say believe it or not, because that's like the common thing for a lot of atheists. Actually, I started reading the Bible, just reading it, no reading plan, no direction, no, oh, I'm feeling this, what's a good proverb for this day? Like, I just started reading and, you know, started studying the Bible more, started studying the origins and studying how it evolved over time. And it definitely did that. The more I read, the more I studied, the less it made sense. So I started to look for other sources, you know, like the the apologists, the YouTube superstars. Started looking for ways to try to make my science, well, I guess my scientific understanding, my scientific literacy, try to make that mesh more with my religious beliefs. And I guess you see how that turned out. Here you go with the science. Excuse me? I said nothing. Continue, by all means. Okay. So, the pattern that emerged was not only did they not make science line up with the text, although they damn sure tried, they also weren't even using the scientific method correctly. Like, they were doing this thing where you start with a conclusion. The conclusion, of course, being God is real, God is good, all the time, and all the time. Anyway, so watching them try to make the evidence fit the conclusion made me wonder, have I been doing that the whole time? Like, is my intelligence a curse? Because I'm not the smartest man in the world, but I ain't dumb. So, anyway, while I'm doing all this studying and searching, I was still kind of, you know, arrogant in my beliefs, because cognitive dissonance is a bitch. So I would go out searching for, show me a debate. Show me a Christian telling these atheist fools what's real. Show me. Search. Google, YouTube, show me. In my mind, in my heart, I really thought I was going to find so many videos of Christians just making atheists look stupid. I was wrong. I started finding more debates, more channels devoted to asking questions that I was terrified of actually asking myself. Questions I didn't really want the answer to. You know, people like to say being an atheist must be easy. It's not. It's really not. The realization that I would never see all my loved ones again, the people that I was promised that I would see, the people that I still miss to this day, the people that I thought that I would get to see again, get to hug in the great beyond. That realization that that's not gonna happen, that was like them dying again. That shit ain't easy. That shit ain't fun. Damn, this got serious. Ooh. All right, my bad. So, all right. Oh, shit. I hurt my own feelings. Cutting. So anyway, like finding all these debates and channels devoted specifically to asking the questions that I was terrified to ask myself. Like, channels that like devoted to talking about things that I had openly mocked. Like it's a muscle memory from childhood. Like, you don't appreciate what you got. That's what it is. You done got rich, and now you done forgot where you came from and all that God gave you. That's what the problem is. That's what your issue is. You don't appreciate what you got. You don't appreciate what you got. All that God done gave you, and now you a Scientologist. Law showed that. Now all that God done gave you, and you were atheist. You played God, Morgan Freeman. I was really mad at Morgan Freeman. I was upset at Morgan Freeman. Y'all don't understand. I was so upset at this. And he gonna play God on the television. You got some nerve, is what you got. Man, I was upset with Morgan, boy. It was drastic. It was deep. So, because the YouTube church said so, say no more. Nope, I'm gonna say more. I didn't just stop with YouTube, of course. I actually was in church at this time. So I would go to the pastor, this pretty good church. They had some good music. I'm not gonna hold you. They had some good music. But anyway, I would go to this church and I would like ask questions, like real questions. Like, hey, genocide, hating the gays, so many, like, explain any of this. How do you know prayer works? Like, I had questions. I had so many questions, and each question that I asked was met with a different kind of platitude. More wordplay. Word to the wise. If you are trying to convince somebody to give their life to a cause, use more than wordplay. Give me a reason. Give me evidence. Please. But watching all these things, like y'all know I'm in stand-up, so after I'm finding all these channels, I'm finding out like so many comedians that I fucks with. I fucks with these comedians, you know what I mean? Like, finding out that there were so many atheist comedians that literally made great points. Great points. For instance,
faith in his abilities.
Yes.
You don't know it yourself. You're accepting that because someone told you.
Yeah, well, but science is constantly proved all the time. You see, if we take something like any fiction, in any holy book, in any other fiction, and destroyed it, okay, in 1,000 years' time, that wouldn't come back just as it was. Whereas if we took every science book, right, and every fact, and destroyed them all, in 1,000 years, they'd all be back, because all the same tests would be the same result.
That's good. That's really good.
So all these arguments that I was now being exposed to were things that I was sheltered from. So it's questions that I didn't want to ask. So not just was I sheltered, but I was terrified of asking the fucking question. I was going to avoid that shit for dear life. Like, I don't want to know. I don't want to be around it. I don't, that's the devil. But, you know, seeing all these things made me realize that I had actually been questioning on and off most of my life. Like, the only thing that kept me coming back was fear. Not just fear of hell, fear of being ostracized. I'm black, bro. We don't do that shit. That's that white folk shit. That's that white folk shit. God too good to her. In what way? Like, I don't want to be that guy. I want to save the rest of this for another video. But just let me say, if I was part of a ruling class and I wanted to keep the people on the bottom at the bottom, I would definitely do everything I could to convince them that their happiness was on the other side of dying and my happiness is here. Cause you chosen, brother. You part of the chosen, huh? You don't need to be happy while you alive. Get that on the other side. Go pick that cotton, boy. But once the fear was gone, I was able to ask myself the questions. Like, why do I believe this? And I didn't have a good reason. So I didn't believe anymore. The fear is what kept me coming back. And when that was gone, I was free. I had spent so many years using my intelligence to rationalize any information that I came across, any new information. Oh, that's interesting. They can prove that. So it must mesh with this somehow. Like, I'll give you an embarrassing example. Well, not embarrassing, because I've heard several people say this. Like, I in my head, I knew that the world's not 6,000 years old. It's not. Evolution is a fact. It's a fact. Change by evolution is a fact. That's not a theory. The theory is what explains the observed fact. Evolution is a fact. I'm sorry. Take that as you will. Anyway, but knowing how old the earth is, knowing how, like, I believe the Big Bang Theory is our best explanation. In my mind, rationalizing things what I would do is take that information and I would make it fit the 7-day evangelical idea. Like, well, time works different for God, so it must be that. I don't want to even get back into the mindset to explain it, but it made sense at the time. So that's the curse. That's the curse that we have. When you're intelligent, you're always smart enough to fool yourself. Cognitive dissonance, again, is a bitch. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. That was a bar. I'm not gonna hold you. That was a bar. That's another big takeaway. Good shit, by the way. That's another big takeaway that I really wanted to deliver with this video. I don't think I'm smarter than you. I don't think I'm smarter than a lot of Christians. I don't think I'm smarter than a lot of people. I'm fairly intelligent, but I'm not the smartest man in the world. And I haven't gotten smarter since becoming an atheist. It's not how this works. The difference between me now and me then is that I'm honest with myself. I'm not afraid to ask myself any question about myself or my beliefs. I try my best to avoid that cognitive dissonance. Like I've gained a lot since becoming an atheist. Like a new lease on life. I got that. I'm more stable. I got that. I'm not depressed anymore. I got that. I'm happier. I got more peace in my life. I gained about 60 pounds. We gained about 60 pounds. Whew. But I got a gym in my garage. Jesus! Sorry about that. Anyway, the point that I'm making, of course, is that I'm not smarter than I was when I was a Christian just because I'm an atheist. I don't think I am. I don't think I'm smarter than you. I was an intelligent Christian. I'm a pretty smart atheist now. Hold up. Is that what I'm supposed to be? Yeah. We never explained that, did we? Yeah, Christian me is me in 2018. I should make that part of the logo. You should make that part of your logo. Yeah, he's me in 2018. So that's why I can do this. Man, I'm not going. Just because you can do something don't mean you should do it. Ooh. So, I mean, do you ever think about, like, what happens to you when you die? Like, do you think about that now that you're atheist? What happens when you die? Do you think about that? Now, do I? I mean, I don't see any reason to think when I die there's anything. Okay, so what do you think happens when you die? Okay, man. Explain it in words. We don't have to do that. We don't have to do that again. Well, if you must ask, and I can't just play the clip. My body's gonna become somebody else's problem. Bleak, right? But facts. Like the way I've envisioned the day after I die, I was born in 1988. The day after I die is basically gonna be 1970 from my perspective. Nothing. It's like asking what happens to a computer when it's broken. It's not turning on. It's not processing anything. It's done. It's off. Kaput. It's over. That's it. I don't know how else to explain it. So what if you're wrong, though? I mean, if I'm wrong and I wake up in a different place, different time, even if that's in hell, it's not nothing. So, bonus round. Well, you just a damn devil. Yep, there it is. Oh my God. You're what? Oh, you're what? Oh my God, it's a colloquial term, man. I rebuke you. Oh my goodness. I rebuke you. There. I'm done. I'm done trying to save you. They can have you. Y'all got him now. Y'all can have him and that goddamn Morgan Freeman. I'm done. Dude, what is it with you and Morgan Freeman? Done. I'll see you in a few weeks. Okay. So there you have it, man. I'm not an atheist because I'm mad at God.
Why do you hate God? Because he took everything away from me.
I didn't become an atheist because my life was falling apart. In fact, my life was going pretty good at the time. I didn't become an atheist because my life was good and I didn't think I didn't need, my life good, I don't need no Jesus. That's not it. And I damn sure didn't become an atheist because I wanted to sin. What comes up with this? I'm a boring husband and dad, bro. Like, my vice is comedy and PlayStation. Excuse me for a second, excuse me. Dear Lord, if you feel it be so, if you would deliver me a PlayStation 5 at MSRP, I'll come back to church. I'll do it. I just don't want to pay $2,000 for a PlayStation 5, Jesus. So if you're out there, I can play her up. Anyway, yeah, mind your business. If I get a PlayStation 5, y'all know what it is, baby. I'm in there. Anyway. So, I guess to wrap this up, I should probably throw in the caveat. All PlayStation 5s aside, I would never worship the God of the Bible. Like, even if evidence was presented to me tomorrow, like, no, this is sufficient evidence. He's real. He's real. The God of the Bible, he's real. That means that he committed genocide. So, like my thing is, me as a man, as just a man, not all powerful, just some dude. If I had the power to stop a child from being molested, I would do that. If I could create a world in which nobody was molested, I would do that. I wouldn't let children die from curable diseases because of a lack of resources. And be all powerful? I wouldn't do that. You wouldn't do that. So why would I worship somebody that does? Even if he was real. Just had to throw that in there. I'm glad he left, because he would have been pissed. You're probably pissed. They sell capes at Party City. You can be super pissed. Blatant is out, baby!